about what are the types of numbers. So in this class we are going to discuss about what are the properties of numbers, major types of properties of numbers. So here I have written some properties of numbers: commutative property, associative property, distributive property, additive identity, additive inverse, multiplicative identity, multiplicative inverse. So these are the main properties of numbers. So what are the property and what are the speciality of that property that we can study now about the numbers. So first one, it is a commutative property. What is a commutative property? So this property, otherwise these all properties are there in multiplication, addition, subtraction and division. In all cases we have to discuss. So the equation only we are going to study. So we have to find out, if we are studying about the types of numbers, we have to find out these properties are satisfied or not in each collection. So for example, first one, commutative property. So we have to check about the commutative property. So commutative property means if you are considering any two numbers, so we can consider A, B. Two numbers A and B. So commutative property means in addition, in the case of addition, A plus B is equal to B plus A. If we can write like this, that means both the answers are equal, right hand side and left hand sides are equal. We can say that this property is satisfied. That means A plus B is equal. Like for an example, 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2. If you are finding 2 plus 3, we know that 5 here also 5 will come, so both are equal. So we can say that in the case of addition, this property will be satisfied. That means a natural number 2 and 3 are rational numbers, or 2 and 3 are integers. So in that case, if addition is there, it is satisfying the property. So A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is the equation, otherwise this is the representation of commutative property in addition. Similarly, commutative property in subtraction, A minus B is equal to B minus A. Multiplication, A into B is equal to B into A. We can write division, A divided by B is equal to B divided by A. If you are considering some particular numbers, we have to find out they are satisfying or not. But this is the representation, otherwise this is the equation that means about the commutative property. So A and B are any two numbers. A plus B is equal to B plus A. We can say the addition satisfied. A minus B is equal to B minus A. We can say that subtraction also. A into B is equal to B into A. Multiplication also. A divided by B is equal to B divided by A. Then division also satisfied. So anything is not satisfied, we can say that that property is otherwise commutative property is not satisfied in the case of multiplication, or in the case of subtraction, in the case of division, like that we can say. So this is the general equation, otherwise the general form of commutative property in the case of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Number 2, associative property. So in associative property we have to consider three numbers. So A, B and C, and three numbers. So associative property means in the case of addition we can write like this: A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. This is associative property in addition. So A plus, what is the speciality of this? We have studied about BODMAS rule. So the bracket of addition, bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So this is the rule, that the rule we have to follow in the case of addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions. Here one bracket is there. So inside the bracket what it is there, that we have to do first. First we have to do B plus C, after that add A. Here A plus B we have to do first, then add C. If both answers are equal, we can say that it is satisfying. Next, in the case of subtraction, A minus B minus C is equal to A minus B minus C. Multiplication, A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. Similarly, division, A divided by B divided by C is equal to A divided by B divided by C. So here if we are considering any particular number, for both sides are equal, after calculation both sides are equal, we can say that associative property is satisfying in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. If anything is not satisfying, that means both sides are not getting the correct answer, we can say that it is not satisfying. This is the condition. So this is a general form of associative property. Next, distributive property. In word itself, the property is there, that means distributive property. Its meaning it is distributive property means we are distributing some numbers. So distributive property, two cases are there. One is multiplication over addition. Another one multiplication over subtraction. So A, B and C are any three numbers. So distributive property, multiplication over addition. Like this way. Multiplication over addition. So answer is A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. If you are find out this value, if you are finding this value, both will be equal. So expand, that means A we are distributing, otherwise this multiplication we are distributing in the bracket. So A into B we are distributing, and similarly we are distributing here also. So A into B plus addition is the A into C. Similarly multiplication over subtraction also, B minus C. Equation is A into B minus A into C. This way we can find out the value. So distributive property, multiplication over addition, multiplication over subtraction. Two cases are there. This is the general expansion, otherwise general equation of a distributive property. Okay, these are the main properties in a number system. Okay, next we are going to discuss about additive identity and additive inverse. So additive identity means in general, a number plus another number is equal to that number itself. For an example, right here, A is a number plus another number, we don't know what is, which is equal to A. A plus another number is equal to A itself. For the same number itself we have to get. So if you have to add one number here, that number will be the additive identity. So A plus a number is equal to A. So one number only we can add here, that number is 0. A number plus 0 is equal to that number itself. Therefore we can say that 0 is the additive identity. 0 is the additive, 0 is the additive identity. Okay, 0 is the additive identity. Next we are discussing about additive inverse. Additive inverse means if we are adding any two numbers, we have to get additive identity. Meaning is if we are adding any two numbers, we have to get 0. 0 is the additive identity. So which numbers we will add here? One number we will take A is a number. Next, which number we have to add up to get 0? So that number is minus A. A plus minus A is equal to 0. Therefore, we can say that A is the additive inverse of minus A. Minus A is the additive inverse of A. Just a negative. Isn't it? Another word, additive inverse. It's another word is a negative of the number. Otherwise, opposite sign we have to take. 2 is a number. Its additive inverse is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 is a number. Then its additive inverse is 2. So, two numbers we have to add, we have to get the additive identity, then the numbers are called, otherwise one number is called the additive inverse of another number, So, additive identity and additive inverse. Next up, multiplicative identity, same definition. We have to multiply a number into another number is equal to that number itself. A number into another number. Here additive identity, here multiplicative identity, that is why multiplication. A into another number is equal to A itself. So which number we can here it is 1 is the number. A into 1 is equal to A. So 1 is called a multiplicative identity. 1 is called a multiplicative identity. Similarly, in multiplicative inverse, a number into another number is equal to multiplicative identity. One we have to get. One number I will take here. A is a number. A into another number is equal to 1. So which number we will multiply? So that number will be the multiplicative inverse. So that number is 1 divided by A. So this A and this A will be cancelled out, balance 1 only. So we will get a multiplicative identity. So this multiplicative inverse, another name is reciprocal. So one number we are getting, its reciprocal will, if it is a 2 by 3 is a number, we have to find out what is the multiplicative inverse, just to find out its reciprocal. 2 by 3 is the number, then reciprocal is 3 divided by 2. So these are the multiplicative inverse. So 2 by 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is the multiplicative inverse of 2 divided by 3. So these are the some main properties of numbers: commutative property, associative property, distributive property, additive identity, additive inverse, multiplicative identity, and multiplicative inverse. Okay, so these are the main properties, and these are some particular numbers and some definitions, otherwise equations also we have discussed. Okay.